Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about, yes, my favorite show, Musume Pretty Derby. Second season, of course, and I'll be talking about the character Twin Turbo. I'm going to go for a different style with this video, so hopefully you like it. Tell me about it in the comments, all that. And I'll be cutting to that. First thing I want to say before that is you may have seen me put up this Musume video before. You may have been able to see it. It was up for 3 days before I got blocked. Sucks that it happened, but whatever. Things happen like that. I want people who, weren't able to watch it and want to watch it, a way to do so. So you can watch it through a Google Drive link. I'll have it down in the description. So for anyone who wants to watch it can watch it. It doesn't support me in any way because it's not connected through YouTube or anything, so it doesn't go to my stats at all. It's just if you want to watch it, if you think it's a cool video, or you think it may be a cool video, something you're interested in, you can go and watch it, and hopefully you enjoy it, because I worked hard on it. I hope, I made it for people to enjoy. And with that being said, we'll get into this video.
As the title suggests, my thoughts on her have changed. Over time, I've honestly grown to appreciate her piece of the story a whole lot more than I have before. First off, I feel she's completely different from a lot of the cast and gives a bit of diversity in conflicts. Most characters in the series are extremely mentally mature. We have multiple characters who go through absolutely devastating events that are not caused anything by what they have done. They are able to handle it very well. The characters, for sure, break down, but it's surprising how much it takes. By comparison, it does make Twin Turbo seem childish. I've heard a lot of people say before that are not fans of childish characters, often for the reason that it just seems petty, and a lot of the times the characters just seem to hold zero insight at all towards their actions. In this case, I think their behavior is very realistic, and we see how somewhat petty desires leads to actually helping someone else. I guess first I should explain the basics of her character and motivations. Twin Turbo is one of the weaker members of Team Comets. Compared to the three others, she has struggled to place very well in any races, and for the entirety of the show, she races in low-level races. Her style of running is to gun it from the start and not stop. For obvious reasons, brute strength is not known for being a very good strategy. Even without being very successful, she's a highly ambitious character and says she's ready to take on the greatest of adversaries. Her biggest inspiration is Tokai Teo, the protagonist of the series, who's shown in her races to be a powerhouse by starting the season with 2 of the 3 crowns going undefeated, and an extremely optimistic, cheery person. Twin Turbo is determined to challenge and defeat her, and is eager to do so, her trainer having to calm her down and ask her to make that a goal to build up to. She is absolutely in love with Teo's character as portrayed through racing, and on occasion has talked to her. All the while, Teo can't even get Turbo's name correct. In all means, Twin Turbo is a huge fan, and I really like how the fan dynamic is displayed. Within the portion with Rice Shower, they had already pointed at an example of unhealthy behaviors of an outside audience, and how it completely puts down Rice Shower for just no reason. I think we have Twin Turbo as a character who falls into that category of an unaware fan. Not in the harmful way with the crowds watching Rice Shower's races, but she's equally lacks insight into the human qualities that Teo has, and views her as a shining star who is completely unwavering in her goals. But for all who have watched the show, now that at this point Teo has lost all of her goals and crossed them out, she is at her worst point and does not fit to the ideas that Twin Turbo holds of her. I can't fault Turbo for not having this awareness, as I feel for many, it takes a while to view our idols and role models as being human and having flaws. This boils down to a moment in episode 10, after Turbo has won a race, is going to race in the all-comers race with some bigger named competitors. She sees Teo practicing for what she is unaware of being Teo's retirement concert, and asks if she would accept her challenge and race her. Teo tells her it's impossible. She can't register and she plans not to race anymore. Turbo is shocked. She ups the challenge for herself and asks if she can race her. She wins this upcoming race, with Teo just reiterating that she isn't going to race anymore. Teo tells her to give up. And with Turbo's idea of Teo, she says, the real Teo never would give up, falling into that beyond impossible idea of Teo. And this is the one time you see Teo being mean in the show, as Turbo is known for being set in place with her goals. Teo says there is no chance that Turbo can win against all the stronger horse girls, lets Turbo run off sobbing. It's really how Turbo ends up taking this that makes me love her character, as this is the moment she makes a choice on what to do past this. Imagining a role model saying you will fail is honestly devastating, and I believe most people would continue to believe their role model and just stifle themselves. But Turbo's first takeaway was a build in motivation. She now has an extra goal from what she had before. Now she wants to win to prove Teo wrong. She wants to prove what happens when you don't give up. This setting up for one of the most powerful moments in the entire show, being the concert. But before the concert, we get a couple minutes before showing many people working on setting up design and concert stage, while it has intermittent cuts of Twin Turbo training and practicing for races that would be on that day. Once it's time, Teo ends up stepping onto the stage, greeting the surprising big turnout of fans. And she struggles to say that she is quitting racing. And before she can say it, many in the crowd pick up on it. Kisses on Black, yelling she'll wait for her, as showing the good luck charm she made. The trainer speaking his own mind and saying that he never wants to see Teo stop racing. But the one who takes the cake, you guessed it, Twin Turbo, who was not in the crowd, but is currently sprinting like her life depends on it. On the projector behind Teo, it cuts to a broadcast of the all-comers race, Twin Turbo running like she always does. But this time, far beyond any other racer. She continues running and running, with no stop or slowdown. Teo looks surprised to see Turbo, as finally Teo seems to understand how important Turbo holds her. Losing some stamina and just clinging on at the very end, she screams, "This is what happens when you don't give up." As she crosses the finish line, falling to the ground, shows her panting, telling her to eat that, which leads us into the beautiful, amazing ending of that episode, with Teo saying, "Watch me, everyone, going to try again." That concludes my explanation of events on Twin Turbo. And later, I was very happy to see a quick moment where Teo, after these events, remembers Twin Turbo's name. For the short B-plot relevance that Twin Turbo had, I really look at it and see how it was very well done. And I think bringing this character story up helps show the excellence that Musume has in its writing, as even the sides are well done and complement the main story well. I think it even helps seeing this character's motive for winning, as it helps add on to Teo's bit of inner monologue within the final race about how everyone is running for their own reasons and goals. They weren't able to highlight every character motivation, but squeezing in this one along with Rice Showers helps to sell the meaning and power of those words said by Teo. I often think about this anime a lot, and every time, Twin Turbo really grows on me. Even though her portion of screen time was very small, I think it's easy to claim she was able to leave a big impact with a small amount of time. Something that always feels like the most difficult thing to do with a 12 to 13 episode long show. With that being said, I shall shut up about Musume for today and crawl back into the corner once I came. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you did like and enjoy it. I definitely tried out some different styles for this video. Maybe a little bit different, maybe a little bit changed. A bit of polishing on certain things, but hey, hope you guys did enjoy this. I'll probably talk about some other series. Don't worry, I'm not going to talk about Musume forever. And yeah, go check out some of my social medias. I never go shout them out. Of course, this is my main social media. I want to grow on YouTube mostly, but I also have other fun things. I'm very interactive on Twitter. You can go talk to me at any time. And I also have an anime list, so you can really get my taste. I do keep my anime list very accurate, so you know exactly what I'm watching and all that. So yeah, you can go check those out. And that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.